Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. Today we're coming back with part 2 of this two-part series unboxing on some awesome Tuya knives that just came in, right? In the previous episode, you saw me unbox the Tuya Strength right here. This one is M390 on the steel DLC coating there with a beautiful titanium handle, but not just any titanium handle. We're talking about a integral handle here, so that was pretty sweet as well. They have new machines now at Tuya, and they can do more fancy work with their knives. They're sort of showcasing their new capabilities right now with this beautiful integral titanium handle here, and I'm here for it, right? This one's pretty sweet, making a really great first impression, and we're about to check out this other guy right here. So we'll come back to this guy. We'll do some size comparisons in a moment. Check out the unboxing on the Tuya Strength here on the channel if you haven't already after this video. But today we're checking out this one here. This is the Anzu, right? The Anzu. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. I could be mispronouncing it. ANZU. It is M390 on the blade there, and it's titanium with carbon fiber. So this one should be pretty interesting. Also, by the way, loving the new boxes from Tuya. Got the little gray with the red, right? Shiny red lettering there. Looking really good. True knife enthusiast on both sides, right? But without further ado, let's get in here. Tuya knife. Thank you for choosing one of Tuya knife to add to your collection. Enjoy your new knife, and thank you for your support of my brand and Tuya knives. Right, there's all their socials right there. You can check them out. All right, check this one out. This one comes with a sheath. That's pretty interesting. Leather sheath. We're about to check that here in just a moment. All right, that's looking pretty tight. And if you guys are ready, I'm ready. Boom. Here is the knife, guys. Here is the knife. And man, this thing is already looking pretty sweet. Let's make some room for it, right? Give it the spotlight it deserves. Here we go. Bam. Right? The Anzu. Holy smokes, man. All right, listen, Tuya, you guys are stepping up your game. I'm just gonna say, I'm just gonna call it what it is, man. This thing is looking really good, right? Loving the bead blasted titanium on here, looking really clean. We have a sort of like shredded carbon fiber with some hints of red in there, right? You'll probably see that from different angles. It's a beautiful thing about this shredded carbon fiber, right? The way you move it around, the way light hits it, looks really nice. Maybe I can zoom in a little bit, right? Give you guys a close-up right there. Take a look. That's looking really nice. And obviously I did it symmetrically on the other side as well. So that's absolutely the way to go, right? Check out that alignment on the blade, looking really nice. But I know you're here for the deployment. So this one has an opening hole, right? Pretty good access to the opening hole, by the way. And it looks like we have a front flipper with some good jimping on there that goes all the way around, which is nice. So I'm going to go ahead and Spidey flick it. Right, here we go. Spidey flick open. Bam! On the Anzu for the first time. Holy macaroni, man. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a beautiful bell satin finish on this blade. I mean, take a moment to take that all in. Look at the detail, right? They did machine. They did bell satin finish going this way, sort of like a different angle on this switch up here. Also looking pretty nice. Just with the doctor order right there, if you know what I mean, right? Other side. Take a look. Holy macaroni. That's a beautiful blade right there. Beautiful drop point, flat grind going on here. Really digging into what Tuya is doing recently, by the way. So I'm noticing, and I just noticed that on the Strength model that we just looked at right here. Check out the unboxing again for more in-depth details on that one. But noticing that lately they're making it so their logo is on the blade. When you deploy the actual blade, you don't see the logo or anything like that. It's actually very clean, no billboarding anywhere. I mean, you just absolutely gotta love it, right? So as you can see, this is a liner lock, so I'm gonna go ahead and close it. Really good access to that lock bar, by the way, or liner lock, by the way. There's a Tuya logo on this side, and we have a collaboration right here on this side as well. I mean, it's nice and oiled, as you can see. So we got some brand new out of the box, obviously. So shout out to Dave, shout out to Tuya Knives for the opportunity to check this one out and obviously share it with you guys. Right, if that doesn't deserve a like, I don't know what does. So if you're really digging this guy, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. If you like knife and you see content like this on a daily basis, then what are you waiting for? Definitely subscribe to the channel. I promise you it'll be worth coming back for more. But yeah, very clean, right? Check out this whole access to the liner lock section right here. Looking pretty good, right? Well executed. It's ball bearings. And man, that is a beautiful drop shot action. Right, loving the D10, by the way, right? Good tune on the D10. That's something they absolutely know how to do. very well. I said the same thing about the Tuya Strength that we just looked at as well, by the way. All right, that is nice, my friend. That is nice. Okay, so reverse flick is money, right? Money all day, every day. We got to thumb deploy it. All right, that's also pretty good. All right, very smooth on the drop, by the way. Look at that. It's a little bit of a shake shutter. And of course, you got a front flipper. And yes, it works just as you would expect it. Very good there, snappy on the front flipper. Very well tuned. All right, let's try to reach around. I may not have, there we go, enough leverage to do the reach around. Right, that's just me experimenting a little bit. Let's kind of do the side of the index finger. All right, that works. Obviously, it's a brand new knife, so I got to kind of get a hang of it. Feel like if I want to reach around, there we go. There it is. I just got baby fingers. That's all it is. Yeah, you can make it work one way or another. Whatever one is your favorite. You got multiple deployment options. For me, the Spidey flick is absolutely going to be the way to go, right? Absolutely. Also, one thing you got to realize too, like this bee-blasted titanium here, the machining on this thing is looking pretty good, right? All the corners are nice and chamfer, even like this additional line right here, right? For detail, right? Personality, if you would, right? Take a look. This particular line right there, it's looking pretty nice.
Nice.
Okay, even the pocket clip is interesting, right? Not reversible. They probably make a lefty version of this guy as well. That's something to keep in mind. Also, a very interesting take on the backspacer. You don't see any screws anywhere. So aside from the pivot screw, which is captive, by the way, on the one side is captive here, and you access that T8 on this side. Pay attention to what's happening here, right? They made the backspacer nice and flush. Also titanium here. Let me get my magnet of truth here. Yeah, no pull. So all titanium. And you have this one screw here that would then give you access to the other body screws there. So that's a very interesting way of doing it, right? That way you don't end up with any screws showing anywhere. I mean, aside from this guy, that's about the only screw you see. And if you know, you know, right? You can look in here, right? And that's what you got going on there. Beautiful, clean design, to say the least. It's also nice and milled on the inside for weight reduction. So you got reduction on the weight department because of the carbon fiber inlays, but they still managed to do some milling on the inside there as well. So that's pretty interesting. Yeah, let's go ahead and check the ergonomics on this guy. So obviously with these beautiful lines, come on now, right? Right, ergonomics, pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. Absolutely really good, as a matter of fact. I can actually, there's no finger choil or forward choke spot, but I can actually get pretty close to the blade here, right? Very safely. To do so, I can do the standard grip, right? Use the jimping there if I want to. If I do as far back, I mean, you can notice how much I could probably fit a whole 6 finger in here if I wanted to. If I do the most forward choke up spot there, I still have this much handle left to go. I mean, definitely to say that I can get a full purchase on this guy would be an absolute understatement. So definitely some really good lines. In a way, I was just gonna say it because I'm like, what does this remind me of? And in a way, it reminds me a little bit of the sort of cutout on the Varatas a little bit, right? Obviously this one's more pronounced, way longer, right? With the more angle, right? Less cornerish, if you would. Kind of resembles that a little bit. Not saying anybody copied anybody. This guy is also a liner lock. I think the premium version might be a frame lock on the Varatas. This is a Jacob Lundquist design. I'm not familiar with who the collaboration is with this guy, but I'll put it on the screen right there. But yeah, I'm here for that because I love this. Looks really elegant and it gives you a ton of access to that liner lock, which by the way is pretty easy to access there, to say the least. And the lockup is about, I want to say maybe 30% of the way in, if anything. All right, you guys take a look. 35%, somewhere around there. But yeah, man, feeling really good. Let's of course do our size comparisons before we get carried away. Here is that strength, right? All these both came out at the same time, I believe. I think both of them are available on the Tuya website right now. So definitely check those links down below. You can use code MiguelEDC. I think we completely lost the centering on this guy. Yeah, something had happened to the camera that threw it off completely, so I had to realign everything. So my OCD will drive me insane. So I was saying code MiguelEDC can get you 5% off on the Tuya website. So if you're interested in saving some money and you're interested in picking these up, then absolutely check that code. So here is the strength on top. The strength is a little bit shorter. Here is the Caladan V2 at the bottom, which is a little bit bigger. This one is a Skeleton Blade Works collaboration. as well. All right, you have a little bit of everything there. We got a little bit smaller EDC here, right? The Caladan V2 is a little bit bigger EDC. This one is a bolster lock with a beautiful DLC going on that drop point blade, right? Beautiful guillotine shot, drop shot action on this guy. And again, this guy being an integral from Tuya. So yeah, they're showing off their capabilities for sure. Let's do some of the typical guys here in the channel. There's your Yojimbo 2. There's the Manix 2, very similar. Maybe this guy, the Anzu, coming a little bit shorter, but definitely in that vicinity size-wise. Here's that Demko AD 20.5 and the new Shark Cub. All right, those are going to be a little bit shorter. All right, accordingly, the AD 20.5 is shorter. The Shark Cub is also a little bit shorter. On the more budget end of things, right, there's that Civivi Vision FG. There's that Kizer Varatas I mentioned a second ago. All right, definitely in that ballpark as well. And last but not least, the CJRB Acacia and the Vosteed Raccoon, right? Very highly recommendable budget EDC knives. You should definitely check out. Should be on your radar if they aren't already. Absolutely check them out. But yeah, again, all these are linked down below if you want to check them out, right? Just trying to give you a ballpark idea where this guy lands. And of course, we got to do our scientific cutting test, right? Got a piece of textbook paper here, M390. That is one toothy edge. Ooh, I want to say this guy is immediately biting into that paper. And did I grab one or two pieces? And I felt like I had two pieces of paper there for a second. Yeah, going through that paper, as you would expect there. Boom, bam, boom. Yeah, this thing is not hesitating. Definitely will go through that paper like nobody's business. And what about some cardboard? I got a piece of cardboard here from an Amazon box. Single wall cardboard. Remember, when cutting cardboard, don't cut perpendicular but at an angle like this. And it's going to look something like this. Here we go. Bam. Boom. Yep. I mean, it is a slicey, very tall, slicey flat grind, as you would expect. So absolutely, it's going to go through that material there. Cardboard, right? Very, very well. After you're done cutting, give it a nice little wipe right there, and you are good to go. In case you have a little bit of a smudge, like right here on the blade, all you got to do is whip out your break-free CLP. Highly recommend this stuff. I've been kind of showcasing it here for a while. Put a couple of drops on each side, right? This thing is a cleaner, lubricant, and preservative all in one. And all you really do is just, you know, kind of run it through the blade there carefully, right? Kind of move that solution back and forth. Right, give it a few seconds. You've seen me do this a couple of times, right? A lot of you guys have been asking recently, what do I use to clean my blades? Right, so this one not only cleans the blades, but also is a good preservative. Break-free COP is what I've been using for a long, long time here on the channel. Right, going on almost 2.5 years. And yes, as you can see right now, that blade is nice and clean, just like it came out of the box, right, a second ago. So you guys write it in the comments on a scale from 1 through 10. How sharp is this guy? How much of an edge does it have coming out of the box, right? Obviously 10 being the sharpest, right? Let me know. And absolutely check out break-free CLP for, you know, cleaning your knives and such. If you haven't already, or you haven't been using it and you've been looking for a solution, absolutely highly recommend it. By the way, we absolutely got to check out this sheath right here. This is really, really interesting. I like how it's all nice and sort of airtight. So I don't want to risk cutting it with the knife. It looks like it may have sort of like a, you know, like a cutout here that you can use. But you know what? I'm impatient. So that's going to make a nice little incision right here that lets air in. There we go. Now we're talking. All right, let's check out this sort of slip, right? Slip, sheath, whatever you want to call it. You know, maybe slip is the best way to put it. Sort of like this rugged leather going on with all the wrinkles, if you would. Got more wrinkles going on here than on your grandma's face. But, you know, definitely a style, right? That is absolutely a style to go for. And it actually feels pretty good on your hand, if you ask me. I'll give you a little nice close-up here so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, checking out those wrinkles there on the leather. Looking pretty good. Does it pass the sniff test? Yeah, it definitely does, right? It smells pretty good, right? Pretty leathery, as leather would. I'm not sure if this is, I want to say, I mean, if it's not legit leather, it's pretty close to it. I'm not sure what this is. Thank you for adding a Tuya to your collection. That's a nice little touch there, right? That is attention to detail, right? Nice and embossed in. And I'm just looking at the curation here to the side. I mean, if this got to be legit leather, and if it's not, I mean, they are doing an awesome job here, making it look legit, that's for sure. I got this nice little loop area here for the flap, and it came with this knife, so let's just go ahead and test it with this guy. Oh yeah, oh, just like a sock right there, right? Slice right in, right? No jokes in that sentence, please. And yeah, check it out right here. If you wanted to carry your folder on a slip, you absolutely can. It's definitely an additional touch, right? An additional feature out of the box. So that's pretty interesting. All right, got the Tuya logo there, also in the front. And this guy's gonna be nice and protected in there for sure. So again, you can use a pocket clip, or you could use this guy. Right, again, looking pretty tight. Tuya also sells slip joints as well, right? If you haven't checked out, for example, the Blackbeard V2, definitely check that one out as well. It's an interesting slip joint from Tuya knives, right? You can tell it's brand new because it's like dropping all the fussies here on the table. But yeah, very interesting addition to the package, if you would. And again, it passes the sniffing test. So just love the smell of new leather. It's kind of like getting a brand new car, if you ask me. So yeah, don't mind me getting a little snifferoo on this guy. Well, there you have it, guys. That's just a quick unboxing, first reactions, overview, quick test on the Tuya Anzu, right? Brand new release from Tuya Knives. This one, again, is available on their website. Links down below. You want to use some code MiguelEDC for 5% off, right? I know it's not a ton of savings, but hey, anything is better than nothing. So I definitely wanted to at least collaborate with Tuya to give you guys some sort of discount. So if you're interested in picking up one of these, definitely don't forget to use that code. And I made it convenient for you to check them out. Everything is linked down below. Another quick zoom in for you guys to check out the detail on this thing. Is just really, really nice. Great build, great construction. The pocket clip, by the way, you know, pretty comfortable. I want to say a good 9.5 out of 10 here, right? So there we go. A little too zoomed out. Yeah, definitely looking pretty good there. Definitely making a great first impression, right? This guy, both the Anzu and, right, gotta check out the Strength. And if you haven't already, you got to check out the Caladan V2 as well, right? Put videos for these on the screen for you guys. If you enjoyed this video so far, guys, smashing that like button really goes a long way for the YouTube algorithm. Do consider subscribing if you like to check out more videos like this on an ongoing basis. I promise you, it'll be worth coming back for more. Shout out to Tuya for setting these in, and also shout out to my Patreon supporters for supporting what I do. You guys can support me on Patreon or right here on YouTube by becoming a channel member. You'll get access to exclusive perks. It's been a pleasure as usual. If you made it to the end, you are the real MVP. Thank you so much for your love and support. Take care, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video. Either this one or this one. Peace.